Hey, what's up, everybody? Steviebreech coming to you. All in all, pretty weak wrestling news week this week, but TNA made some big splashes, looking like they're actually going to be fixing up their company, is what a lot of people are saying. If you watch a lot of videos, a lot of people are throwing their hands up and starting to do the TNA party dance because Vince Russo has finally been relieved of his duties as the head booker of TNA. They're handing it over to Brother Love, aka Tom Pritchard. They're going to be moving in a whole new direction, but at the same time, the news broke that Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan have been re-picked up on their deals. Hulk Hogan is going to be making close to about $2 million a year, $35,000 per TV episode. TNA, they shoot 2 episodes. They do their tapings. They tape on Monday and they tape on Tuesday. So basically, for 2 days worth of work, when he shows up in Orlando, he's going to make $70,000 a weekend. Or if it's a pay-per-view weekend and he works 3 days that weekend, he's going to make $105,000, which drops a Macho Man elbow on how much I make in a year big time. But Hulk Hogan deserves it. Hulk Hogan is one of the few names in wrestling that are still going at it today that if a casual fan is slipping through and they see Hulk Hogan on TV, they will stop. I believe of people that is in wrestling right now, the people will stop for is Hulk Hogan, maybe John Cena if you catch the right person on the right day, and The Undertaker. I think that's it. Triple H, I think, has burnt his bridges. I think when people were wrestling fans throughout the Attitude Era, if they carried on until 2002, a little bit later, the fans had dropped off because of Triple H. And I think if they see Triple H on their TV, they're going to think it's the same old as was before. Now, TNA, most people are thinking is going to move into a brand new direction. They're booking Robert Roode, a.k.a. the guy that I will not call Bobby Roode. I don't care how many times you try to shove this down my throat. That is a stupid name. And Robert Roode has been his name the whole time he's been there, and I'm not going to do the whole John Morrison fixaroo on him. Now, Robert Roode is going up against Kurt Angle for the title. Well, do I think he's going to win? No. Does it show that they're moving in a brand new direction? Maybe. Maybe they're going to start pushing these new guys. I think these new guys on these last few impacts that Pritchard was in charge of booking, I think they were testing the waters before they dropped the ball on everybody that he was taking over. He fought all of his friends from Fortune. He fought Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and then finally he fought James Dorn in the beer money match, which all 3 of those matches were really good. Probably the AJ Styles match was the best. But hopefully they will start headlining these guys. I mean, AJ Styles is a guy that's been around in this company since its beginning days, and they picked this guy for a few times to try and run the division. And it's not like he's dropped the ball. He's been carrying this company, and they just take it away from him. And they say, no, we're gonna make you look like Ric Flair today, or we're gonna do this, that, and the other with you. We're gonna let you win our Destination X main event and make it look like that we care about the X division, and then we're never gonna use you again. Well, hopefully Tom Pritchard can change it, but the deck is stacked against him as long as he has Hulk Hogan there, who has creative control, who at any time in the world can decide he's going to do this or he's going to do that. So basically, the same reason that WCW went under is the same reason that TNA will soon go under. TNA is a company that does not need Hulk Hogan. $2 million a year could be spent well on other things. They have done things these past year, bringing in new talent, this, that, and the other, but if you had $2 million to spend, some guys wouldn't be leaving to go other places. That guy like Jay Lethal, who I don't think they used all that they could have to his potential, could have stayed. And they could be getting other new talent to be bringing in. You do not need a guy on your roster that, can at any point say, I'm going to win the title tonight. Who, he hasn't done it yet, but he hasn't been to the point where he just thinks that he can get in the ring. As soon as if that back is able to go, that he's going to be calling and asking to win that title, because he feels that if he had that TNA title on his resume, it's going to make him look even better. He's Hulk Hogan. He doesn't need it, but his ego, his mind, thinks he does. I wish that they would have went away from him. They probably need Eric Bischoff around for the creative ideas and helping out with this, that, and the other. But Hulk Hogan does not bring $2 million into that company. I don't care if you add up all the T-shirt sales, this, that, and the other, but I don't think he creates pay-per-view buys. His first pay-per-view match he's ever had with the company is coming up at Bound for Glory with Sting, in a match that I don't think many people care about, that I think more people cared about knowing that his contract was coming up, thinking that he was going to do the job for Sting. But now that we know that his deal has been reissued, is he going to win? Is he going to lose? I mean, if he loses this match and Dixie takes back over the company, what role does he have in TNA to help them out anymore? I don't know. But I don't know. I just don't see TNA, ever getting out of this thing. People have said since 2002 when this company started that they were going to close. They are the cockroach that will never die, no matter what happens. So, where TNA goes from here, I have no idea. But I never see them reaching the reigns that people thought they would in 2006 when Kurt Angle signed and they shot through the roof. And even 2 years ago when Hulk Hogan signed and people thought they were actually going to have a chance to contend in the Monday Night Wars. This is never going to be a company that competes with WWE. They have to settle on being number 2 and try to keep their spot there. They have to make sure that they can always top Ring of Honor, because as soon as Ring of Honor gets this company underneath them and get their ground running with a real syndicated TV show, maybe getting a better spot somewhere, I think they'll have serious competition of falling into the number 3 spot. But from now on, they're good at number 2, and we'll see from there.